because the ground is a bit sticky in the middle, you see how many guys overran the ball when they're trying to run it, because they've obviously only owned a pair of mould holes. And it makes it very difficult.
Well, it's the start of the second term here at Godfrey Street. It's 2-3-15 Anakie. They lead Thomson 1 behind. Tate goes up with Sherwell in the ruck, and Tate gets it down, but gets it off Christian Highland, who dummies the handball, goes to the right boot, long towards McFarlane, and Bromley, who's got the job on him now. So a couple of changes by the Roos. Bromley gets it wide towards Craig Cummins, goes at half back, and he pick it up. Gardner's right next to him, makes up a bit of ground too. Timmy holds him off, and then gets the kick away off the ground. Now Dabrowski got a bit of time for him. Shepherd, handball to Cummins, he's under pressure. Sherwell gets him, and he dropped the footy, and it is out of bounds. And thank you very much to the president of the Thomson Football Club for supplying us with some refreshments. And they're the right cans of Coke too, not like Ronnie Brains.
Things go better with Coke.
Boundary throw in, Hoffman. He's out now, gets towards Cummins, who's been in everything. Now he onto the right boot, tries to the pass towards Matty Nemtis. It's all right, he takes it in front of his face. Handball quickly to Tatey. He'll want to get back on the favoured left boot. He does now. Measures a pass. And Rowan can chop it off. Dabrowski make up a bit of ground, but not quick enough.
Young Cummins pick up his talent from his mother because he wouldn't get it from his father.
Burns on hands and knees. Gets it quickly by hand to Wolfenden. Off half back. Goes towards full forward. Cowan comes out. Oh my goodness. Him and McFarlane nearly ran into each other, which could have been danger. Quickly by foot. Reeves towards Morefoot now. And he goes with the left boot towards half forward. Mort got a couple against him. Oh, Thomson Tigers everywhere. Rowan overruns it. Wolfenden got a high tackle. Should get a free kick and does. Just on the defensive side of centre wing, Craig Wolfen. He's got 4 Tigers behind him there. Burns, Peacock, Elliott, Martin. Goes towards Gardner. Just wants to put it to the front. Ardo on the left boot. Standing start. Goes, Daryl Bissett was looking who was behind him. There was nobody. He has to make up a bit of ground against McFarlane, who doesn't keep it in now. And it's a bounce. And it will be a throw-in. No addition to the quarter-time score. Anakie 2-3. Thomson 1 behind. Waiting for the ball to come back after Daryl Bissett had kicked it towards Hoffman, but it was out of bounds.
Anakie seemed to have done very well with some of the kids that picked up in the last couple of years.
Yep, there's one of them. Cummins gets it to Hoffman towards half Highland, though. He's got Sherwell out the back and also Burns, but it's chopped off by Hoffman. And then he gets ridden to the ground by Burns and dropped the footy, said the umpire.
He won't like that.
Umpire Toothy turns around, gives him an ugly stare. But Paddy Burns will take the free kick at half forward. Now, the coach of the Tigers. McFarlane in the just to the left of him, about 10 metres. Hoffman's chopped that off, though. Bissett standing in front of Cowan. So Burns, what's he going to do? Push it long. He pushes it out there. And brings it back, but not far enough, and one behind to the coach.
He could nearly get a real deliberate shot.
Yeah. He's been training here a bit, though. He knew which way to put it. Just not far enough, though. Two behinds, Thomson. Anakie 2-3-15. Ball to come back. Daryl Bissett to do the kicking in. He's been everywhere this afternoon, the heap.
Yeah.
Now Bissett.
It's way home.
Straight down towards Pedretti. And knocked away by Wilkins. Comes through the middle. And can he pick it up coming through? That was Peak. He can't. Dabrowski gets it out towards in the middle. Got Harvey. In fact, it was Greaves in support, but he got it wide to the coach. You get a game next week. Hoffman takes a bounce. Tries to get it toward half forward. Peacock up against Ryan. Oh, does well too. So in fact, it's Armstrong, sorry. Sabuli Armstrong. But he kicks it a bit too wide, unfortunately, and it is on the full. And it will be a free kick to Anakie. Grinter goes up, but not far enough, and taking the mark is Martin. Chris Martin now at half back. Goes towards Tucker from behind. 2 against him though. Bissett's one of them. He gets it to Hoffman. Hoffman now goes towards half forward. Menzies takes a good overhead mark at half forward. Plays on quickly. The lead on Gillett coming out. Atchison right next to him. Hoddy has got it again, and then it's bottled up just outside 50, and it will be a ball up.
With Chris Martin and Marty Rowan, you could have Martin and Rowan.
Very, very good, Pete. Ball up, just outside 50. Gardner, slick hands to Atchison off a standing start, goes towards, and he uses the body well, uses those thighs well, gets his kick away, goes towards full forward, coming out Cowan. Bromley leads him in the race to the footy too, and we'll be happy to see it over the bench line in the forward pocket. Playing all right, Fano, isn't he?
For a young fella, yeah.
He's only got about 740 games to go to catch his old man.
Probably the advantage there is having someone like Daniel that's played in a higher level come back and put him out in a wing, gives him a bit of room to move.
And it's a boundary throw in now. Pedretti against Wilkins. Wilkins gets it down towards Burns. Hoffman over the top. He gets the ball away. Wilkins can't take it with him. Big pack develops close to the boundary line. Hoffman comes in against Wilkins, but he keeps it in. Pedretti can't take it with him. And at the 10-metre square now, Ryan, handball towards Bissett. And against him, Gardner. Highland breaks the tackle, gets the handball away to Burns. Quick snap around. Which one's it going to bounce? Touched just on the goal line for Paddy Burns. Quick kick out of the pack, but only one behind resulting. Three behinds. Thomson, 2-3 Anakie. Quick kick by Bissett to Bromley. Oh, poor kick. Ardo can chop it off. Steve Ardo. Another boy who's played GFL footy, St Mary's. Got a few of them in this team.
Well, it's interesting. He's going to be kicking the ball from where Paddy Burns had a shot earlier. If he can go to homework on that kick, I think he'll make the distance.
Just outside the left-hand goalpost, I would think, Pete. For Steve Ardo, lining up for the Tigers' first goal. This is certainly the scoring end this afternoon. Well, he hasn't adhered to that. He puts it up into the square. Pedretti, it's off his head, in fact. Bromley and Bissett. And Bromley sees it through for a rush behind. You're right about where you're sitting today, Pete. You're okay. You're sitting in the right spot. You can't see the other end of the ground, but you can see this end, and I think this end's going to have most of the play this afternoon.
Yeah.
Four behinds. Thomson, Anakie 2-3-15. Kick in short by Bissett to Hoffman. Now the coach, the ruse, to go along towards Moore. He's got a couple against him. Martin, also Peacock. Gardner, handball to Tucker. Couple of steps and through the middle. Goes towards Burnsman from behind. Burns takes a good mark. Paddy Burns plays on quickly. Gives it to Ardo. Has to get around Morefoot. Harvey coming at him. Back to Gardner. And he just goes up towards Sherwell. And good punch away, Tate. Just waited a little bit there, Sherwell. Harvey gets it from centre half back wide. One-on-one. Armstrong against Ryan does well. Ryan, Tate. And good time now, Tate, to go on left boot and measure the pass to Menzies. He does so. Takes the mark. Created a couple of loose plays. He gets it around the corner. Poor kick in the end. He had Harvey. And Harvey got high. Free kick comes out the back. Atchison. Just a tumbling punt to get away from defence. Goes towards centre wing. Fanning overruns it. Hoffman through the middle. Breaks a couple of tackles. Then breaks too many and drops the footy. Try to do too much.
I agree with that one.
And it's going to be Marty Rowan with the free kick. Marty Rowan with the free kick on centre wing.
Super coach downstairs.
Goes towards centre half for Barlin Wilkins. Pedretti takes a great mark at centre half back. Has been in great form, the Pedro. He's got the flu, would you believe? It doesn't look like he's playing with any worries this afternoon. Goes wide to Morefoot. Oh, puts Dabrowski under pressure. And there's a couple of Tigers there. One of them's Tucker. Gets the hands out quickly to Burns. The old 1-2 coaches goes towards Bromley and Cowan. It's over their head. Bromley leads. Plugger in the race of footy. He just wants to save the boundary line. Good defensive play, and it's out of bounds. In the forward pocket, left forward pocket, the Tigers, as with the Roos in the first term, doing most of the attacking in this second quarter to the left of screen for our guest video watchers, to the Geelong end of Godfrey Street. Pedretti against Wilkins. Get down to the front. Highland rides a tackle, then gets a quick kick away. Goes into the goal square. Now, Humphrey, can he kick it off the ground? No, he picks it up, then handballs it back into the 10-metre square. Hoffman, just for safety. Oh, just pushed through now. Dangerous handball there. But through for a rush behind once again. And they're 5 behinds, Thomson. Anakie 2-3-15. Buckley's Gaming Centre, second quarter scoreboard. And Bissett once again to kick it in.
It's interesting, a couple of weeks ago we saw this topside Bannockburn. They can kick a goal in the first quarter.
Yep, comes out the back now of the pack. Rowan, kick around the corner. Hoffman can chop it off. It was going towards Humphrey, but Craig Hoffman's chopped it off. And has seen plenty of the footy this afternoon also. The catch, the ruse, kick, smothered. Play on will be the call. Comes towards Morefoot. Handball backwards to Pedretti. Onto that favoured left boot. Kick around the corner. Comes out the back, Fanning. Good pick up and then hands to Tucker, who stands. Gets around a couple. Handball backwards. It's all right. And the quick kick away. But there's Hoffman again. takes the saving mark for the Roos.
They don't seem to play a switch-it game. They still, both teams try and go back down the same line.
It's over the head of Tate there, and also Sherwood, and it's out of bounds. Between wing and half forward for the Tigers. It's 5 behinds playing 2-3. Pretty close tussle this afternoon. Both sides in the finals. Third's playing 5th. Now Tucker gets it down to the front. Burns, handball only as far as Craig Cummins. Little step. Other side step goes towards Moore, and can he take the mark? No, he can't. Peacock straight through. There's Elliott also in support. Peacock handball, slick. Tucker keeps it sort of in front. And the big man is okay. Hands and knees out to Armstrong. Gardner, can he break the tackle? Yes, he can. Timmy bustles his way through as usual. Timmy Gardner goes. Poor kick in the end. Cowan gave him a lead, but it was a poor kick. And Bromley runs away from Plugger. Goes pretty close to Ardo there and kicks it high. Nemtis getting back. Wolfenden. Nemtis can get a handball away. Elias Shepherd. Elias Harvey. Nemtis goes long. Atchison. Gillett, who's recovers first at the back. Atchison keeps his feet. Rubber man. Can he keep it in front? He's got some support. And one of them is Peacock. Kick towards half forward. Harvey got the ball. Take it and nearly his face as well. Wolfenden goes towards Humphrey at centre forward. And Humphrey, strong mark. Wilkins gives him a lead, as does McFarlane. He's got a bit of space here, and he pushes Pedretti away. Foot race. Where's it going to bounce? Is it going to bounce through? It hits the goalpost. And 1 behind to Thomson. And they've got the goal up. 6 behinds. Playing 2-3-15. Buckley's Gaming Centre scoreboard. And we've been playing 12 minutes in this second term. Sherwell in front of that kicker from Bissett. Cummins. Oh, and he got a knock there. Getting up a bit gingerly on that leg. Sherwell now from half forward. Oh, good kick, good vision. And McFarlane away on that occasion. And Christian McFarlane will have a shot for goal from 45 metres out, directly in front. Chance to put Thompson's first goal on the board.
Yeah, this is where Thomson have an advantage. They do have quite a lot of players that are very, very capable of getting the 25 plus possessions, and it's very hard to man them up.
McFarlane kicks for goal, puts it straight through the middle for the first one. Christian McFarlane, his first and Thompson's first. They go to 1-6-12 and trail by 3 points now. Anakie 2-3-15. Buckley's Gaming Centre second quarter scoreboard. 13 and a half minutes gone in this second term. So it's taken a while for the Tommy Tigers, but they've got one. Finally on the Christian McFarlane. Back in the centre, Moore and Sherwell, both sides changing their ruckman fairly regularly. Byrne, handball quickly towards Elliott, and Bissett in the middle, handball out wide. Ardo got Wolfen in support, and Burns, quick right foot kick around the corner, looking for Cowan, and the big kicker looks to have been moved out to centre half forward for a bit of a run now to Plugger. Goes towards Humphrey, and kick probably wasn't really directed there in the end, but Humphrey was in front, that's where he had to be, and he goes long towards Wilkins, and the big man over the top can't take the mark. Roved at the front, Ardo gets his quick kick away, smothered, and pushed through. Is it 4-1 behind? Yes, it is. To Thomson.
Interesting that Darryl Bissett's in the hands of the trainers in the centre of the ground. Looks like he's either hurt his knee or an ankle.
Well, he's had some troubles with the knee. He's had an arthroscope already this season. And he's not looking too good, the heap. 1-7-13 Thomson. Anakie 2-3-15. Bromley to kick in.
He's coming off.
He's coming for the ground. Hobbling considerably. Goes wide. Bromley looking for more. Tapped on. Rowan. Burns gets it wide to Highland. Highland left foot kick. It's okay. Gardner can pick it up. Yes, he can. Breaks the tackle. Handball. McFarlane standing start kicker in the corner. Usually eats them up and has on this occasion as well. Christian McFarlane second goal and Thomson second as we see Bissett coming off and Tony Pecci coming on. And Thomson take the lead. 2-7-19. Anakie 2-3-15. Buckley's Gaming Centre second quarter scoreboard. Now let's just discuss the scenario this afternoon. If Thomson lose,
yep,
and Anakie win, and Eastern Suburb win, that means that Thomson will finish in fourth, and Eastern Suburbs will finish in third. So next week, Thomson will actually play Anakie in the elimination final. But if Tom wins today, they stay in third, and Eastern Suburbs will stay in fourth, regardless of whether they win or lose. and they will play Anakie next week in the elimination final. So it's all set up for a pretty good final series starting next week. Wilkins in the ruck this time, double-handed towards Burns and also Petchy in the middle. Gardner breaks a couple of tackles as he always does. Gets his kick away to centre half forward. Does well. Humphrey holds Green off. Goes wide. McFarlane tries to tap it on to Humphrey. Can't take it with him. Pedretti. Handball quickly to Green. Wants a safety to the boundary line or a trainer. He's got it to the trainer if he wants it, but he doesn't. And it's out of bounds for a throw in at half forward. He was right in the right position there too, that bloke. Throw in half forward for the Tigers. Tucker against Moore. Tucker both ends to it. Highland gets a Shepherd. Handball quickly to Gardner. Gets away from a couple. Kick it to the right boot towards Cowan or up Hoffman. And close to the boundary line. Green sees it over, and it is for a throw in.
I think the biggest problem here is no one seems to want to take Tucker. No one wants to tackle him. They just let him run. He's not controlling the game single-handed, but when he has got the ball, no one seems to want to run at him or tackle him.
Comes over the boundary line on that occasion. So it's 2-3, 4 points of difference. Pack around the ball. Guard gets it out to Bardo. He gets a good kick away for distance. Actually, very wide, and it's out of bounds on the full. So a free kick Bromley. In the last line defence, Anakie. 8 minutes. Second term. Points Bromley now. Moore and Pedretti guys at half out, and the big man, it's the big man Cowan. Handball to Gardner. Spin away. Handball to O, standing start, but then running Elliott. Handball over the top. Great play. Sherwell gets it. Can he fit it on centre half back? Armstrong and put it through. Great swift hands there. And they're 3-7. 3-15, Buckley Gaming Centre, second quarter scoreboard.
Well, they seem to have...
They just swarmed there, didn't they? Yeah. They swarmed at centre half forward, the Tigers. We've been going, Noel, 18 and a half minutes.
You can see first quarter some more racks, but the ball wasn't bouncing their way. Anakie seemed to be pushed wide and that's still forming, but now Thomson seemed to be coming in waves and the ball's just... It's being handballed and used correctly, but it's billing out, and there's always a fella there to pick it up the cross.
More up against the truck. Also coming off his wing, more flips Dabrowski. They get Tumped forward. Nemtis up against Elliott, the taller man, takes the mark on the chest at half back. Now Elliott goes towards centre forward. Tucker. Cummins roved front by Ardo and Fanning. Fanning rights the bump from Ardo, then only as far as Wolfenden. Quickly, who can you give it to? Ardo, who's out. Got the umpire in support if he wants him. Goes towards centre half forward, ahead of Humphrey. McFarlane, great pickup. Oh, just slipped as he got his left foot away. Bromley running back with a fly to the front and takes the uncontested mark for the Roos.
Yeah, there's nothing for him. There's nothing for Anakie.
Handball to Hoffman. Needs a lead. Not much on. Kicks long towards Harvey and Petchy. In front, Ardo. Takes a good mark. Leave Ardo. Wilkins calling for a centre forward. He elects to go towards McFarlane. Good kick, Ardo, and good mark, McFarlane's second attempt in front of Bromley. That's the pinpoint accuracy.
And can they get it right this time? This will be the third time from the same spot.
Well, we'll find out. We've had Burns, we've had Sherwell.
I think...
Do you think Macca might do it?
Macca's a little bit different to that fella.
Well, he's kicked 2-1.
He's kicked him from there before, so...
He's sponsored by Crown Casino, did you say, Pete?
Didn't say
Not
that.
Buckley's.
Didn't say that at all.
Macca, Christian McFarlane comes in. 2 goals to his name. He's done exactly the same as his coach, so... Drifted to the left, one behind. 3-8-26 Thomson. 2-3-15 Anakie. Late stage second term. Buckley's Gaming Centre second quarter scoreboard. 11 scoring shots to 5. And 21 minutes gone in this second term.
It'd be interesting to see their kick-out plan changes too much with Bissett off the ground.
Bromley kicks it in on this occasion. Goes long looking for more. Big pack there at the front. Oh, Ardo off the ground. Be able to bounce on the full it is with the left boot.
He's certainly been one of Thompson's better players this quarter.
Certainly has. Coming to it on his wing. It's going to be a free kick to Dabrowski at the half-back flank position. On the commentary box side of Godfrey Street. Goes towards centre wing. Tucker, name written on it. The big man can't take the mark though. Menzies comes into him. Tucker just tries to tap it on. Sherwell from half forward. Handball over the top towards Highland. Highland through the middle of centre half forward goes to Rowan, who's out by himself. Morefoot makes up a bit of ground. Kicker in the corner. Rowan. McFarlane in front. Bromley. McFarlane can't take the mark. Recovery. A number of roos there, including Petty. And it's out of bounds in the right forward pocket for the Tigers. Held, do you reckon?
I hate free kicks inside 20 metres, but I reckon Christian McFarlane was held that time.
Why do you hate them if they're there?
Too easy.
Can't much about it. Moore. Sherwell gets it down. Rove, pack, McFarlane, goal. And Christian McFarlane kicks his third.
You should have been a free kick.
Kicks his third, and Thompson's fourth there. 4-8-32, Thompson, Anakie 2-3-15. And I would think that Coach Craig Hoffman, an assistant coach judge, standing down there on the boundary line, not playing today, injured, might have to make just a couple of alterations to their side at the moment. But they're just standing a little bit still, I think. Thompson just getting on top in the last 5 or 6 minutes. And McFarlane's third goal makes it 17 points of difference.
But you'd question what they could do, Jose. Like, Gardner seems taken over the centre of the ground now, and the ruck roving responsibilities. Burns faded the game a little bit, but I'm sure that when Jimmy goes to have a bit of a break, Burns will step up.
Gillett in the middle against Wilkins. Gillett gets it down. Fanning can't take it with him. Through the middle, Morefoot leaves it behind. Fanning again, quick kick off the ground, only as far as Gardner. Breaks tackles, handball to Ardo. How many times do you see that happen from the two-time Whitley medalist? Goes from Ardo to McFarlane. He can't take the mark. Pedretti just slips over at the crucial moment, but located Green, then him up. Humphrey. Green again, close to the boundary line, and it is out. They just find him very hard to tackle, don't they, Tim Gardner? He just has so much strength to break out of them.
Now, I might be wrong, but I very rarely am.
Yeah.
You have a look at when he does turn, he turns the wrong way.
Yep. It's inside out.
He turns inside out.
Goes long towards forward again. Bromley, that's where you have to be against Christian McFarlane in front. And he is on that occasion. Goes wide to Pedretti. Oh, he's only kicked into the front of a forward. It's out of bounds on the full. Sherwell goes long. McFarlane with the run from behind, but in front again. Bromley doing well. That's where you have to be. Short this time. Can he sit it towards Cummins? He does. And the Anakie president's son takes it. Scratcher. Yeah. Cummins. Not much to kick to. He needs a lead. Tate gives him one. Gillett's getting back there. Pedretti as well. Goes towards half, or floats it towards half back. Gillett, can he connect? Yes, he can. Takes the mark against Tucker. Goes towards Johnson on the ground and takes the mark in front of Wolfenden. And Matt Johnson. Goes short towards Nemtis, and he takes it finger-tipper on centre wing right in front of us here in the commentary box on centre wing. Just doing a little passes at the moment. Takes it in front of Martin. Now Menzies. Formerly of Thompson, now Anakie. Goes towards Moore, gives him a lead. Tucker in front. Good mark. Peacock. That's some good, that's robust halfback flankers. Peacock, Martin, Rowan and Armstrong. And Atchison back there. It's a pretty strong defence.
And they're all 6-footers plus, aren't they?
Goes to front, Cowan against Dabrowski. Through Pedretti, can't take it with him. Could be crucial. Humphrey turns inside out, Gardner style. This time he's kicked towards Cummins. Now making a bit of ground. Ardo. Cummins knows there's pressure on. Does well in the end. And, gets up. Handball. Here's the call. Gives it off quickly towards Grintuck. Goes towards half forward. Dabrowski goes to Cummins. Breaks away. Little left foot kick. Rowan's going to be able to chop it off to a standing start. Hoffman. And Marty Rowan in the middle of Godfrey Street to kick it long for Thompson. Lead on McFarlane against against Bromley. Good punch away too. Armstrong a long way up from half back against Morefoot. And wants to see it over the boundary line. He does so. was a good punch away.
I think Bromley's playing very well. He's taken a couple of marks that you know, could have rolled it over the other way. Yeah, all right. He's playing on McFarlane. He's kicked 3 goals, but he's taken 3 marks this quarter and punched the ball away. I think he's playing very well for this quarter. When the ball's delivered like it has been, like by the Thomson players, it makes it difficult to curtail someone like McFarlane.
Sherwell gets it down only as far as Dabrowski, goes towards Ryan. His kick, I don't know whether it was meant for Johnson, but it ended up with him in the middle. Oh, he loses it. Gardner, there he is again, spins away, and he goes to the right boot towards McFarlane again. This time McFarlane uses the body, but Bromley does well again. Humphrey tries to have it back towards McFarlane on hands. Oh, McFarlane, the skills of the hands.
Now, Bromley did nothing wrong there.
No, he did not.
Like in that contest, but at the end of the day, you look at the scoreboard, and McFarlane's now got 4 goals, all of Thompson's goals, and no,
4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Sorry,
Sorry.
error.
You're always making mistakes, Peter. I don't know about you sometimes. Thompson 5-8-38, Anakie 2-3-15. This gaming centre. Second quarter scoreboard, it's 23 points of difference now, and Christian McFarlane's kicked 4 goals too.
Yeah, but the other guy that kicked the goals, backline player, that doesn't count.
I'm sure Sapulli would love to hear you say that about him, but I'm sure he's pretty happy about putting a goal on the board, helping Thomson to their lead at the moment. And we've been playing 27.5 minutes in this second term. Gillett in the middle against Wilkins. The big man goes up, gets it down towards Highland, and through the middle, Tucker pulled Hoffman off the ball. Still in the middle. And
now,
there'll be another bounce, yes.
Now, if you have a look at that on camera, they played that as a high tackle earlier. Why wasn't it a high tackle that time?
It's called umpiring interpretation, I think, Peter.
Jockin.
Well, that's one of Brett Rose's mates out there, so no one. Gillett gets it down only as far as Tucker. Handball. Goes towards Grinter now. Quick kick off 1 step towards half forward. In front Greg. He takes it. Held up by Wolfen and Well as they get back to try and cover the Thomson defence. Goes up. More in front from behind Atchison. Roved. Elliott threw it out again, but Armstrong's got it. And they touch away the Tigers. Great kick to Sherwell. And Steve Sherwell's taken it in front of Friday. Wants to move on quickly. He does so now. That running style of play. He goes towards centre forward Pedretti in front of Cowan, and he takes the mark. Got Grinter wide. Goes in that direction now. Gardner has to make up a bit of ground. Can't make up that much, and Grinter takes it. At half back. Kick over the top. Danger. Cummins. Oh, does well. Stands his ground well. Short little kick to Dabrowski. Oh, it's over his head, but it's okay. Handball on. Nemtis waited for it, but it's okay. Sits for him. Left foot kick around the corner to Greaves. He lost it in the sun. He couldn't see it. Burns comes through. He put both arms up. And I think if Jason Greaves gets that, he'll look very stupid on the camera. I know it's tough, but the summer's right in his eyes. He stood there with both hands. He couldn't even see where it was coming from. It would have looked even worse if he had hit him in the head, I think. It's a ball up at half forward. Wilkins gets it down. Johnson behind Highland. Got it. Well done. Gets it to Greaves this time. Can he make up? Kicks around the corner and down the field. Late bump there from Peacock. And it will be down the field. And a chance to put Anakie's 3rd goal on the board. Ball to Dale Menzies, I would think. Peacock just a little bit there on Greaves.
Since coming on the ground, it's got a few touches too and been impressive.
Now, Dale Menzies, who should know this ground pretty well. He's played the premiership side here at Thomson. And now playing with the Brews. He comes in from 20 metres out directly in front. Tumbles a Stephen Kernahan punch straight through the middle for a goal. So, Anakie's 3rd, and a much needed one. Their first of this second term. They're 3-21. They trailed Thomson 5-8-38. This gaming centre second quarter scoreboard. We've been playing 29 minutes in this second term, pretty close to half time, and 17-point lead to Thomson. Well, we've got a bit of a break in play. Chris Moore's had to go over and get the for the boundary umpire because he's not allowed to leave the arena. She said, Pete, the ground's in great nick. It's good out there.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how the ground at St Albans comes up.
Well, I went over there this morning to watch a junior footy and it wasn't too bad. There's a bit of water lying around in spots. We had a bit of rain overnight, but
it's a great ground to get the water away, though.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We should have crackerjack.
A day like this would be fantastic for it. And that all starts next Saturday afternoon, the GDFL 1998 final series at St Albans. Both these sides be there. Sherwood, slick hands from Highland to Arto. Kick around the corner. Wilkins stands his ground. The big man does well. McFarlane against him. Humphrey. Can he get the kick away? Yes, he can. Can he kick a goal? Yes, he can. The Humphrey pair. And the quick reply for Thomson. Humphrey's first goal. And Thomson 6. They're 6-8-44 and they lead 3-21 and it's 30 minutes gone.
We didn't need that one, Anakie.
They fought pretty hard that last goal, didn't they really?
Didn't to get the bubble burst by turning over, 2 touches out of the centre of the ground.
So back to 23 points of difference. Great hands from Highland to Ardo. And the guy off the wing, Steve Ardo, who's had pretty good second term, got along quickly. Wilkins and McFarlane helped Humphrey out for his first goal. Back in the middle, Sherwood against Gillett. Gillett gets it down. Pecci in the middle, gets up, then loses the footy. Got some support though. Kick, smothered. Highland through the middle. Grinter, Highland kept it in front, then had some support. Dabrowski in front of Fanning. Gets it away. Right foot kick towards centre half forward. Wolfenden through the quick hands. Standing start Elliott. Chopped off Pecci and then ripped off the footy. Should get a free kick. And will. Tony Pecci came in to the side with Judd Joseph out. And Jeff Belair's also out of the side. Kick. Set it up. As in front. Tucker. Gets it to Burns. The old 1-2. Towards the middle. Humphrey. Take the mark. Got a high tackle. In the marking test. And Rick Humphrey pretty on forward line here for the Tigers. 3 in there. 4 now with Sherwood, who's free if Humphrey can get it to him. He goes in that direction. The right on Hoffman. Interference by the coach. And it will be Sherwood. I don't think he had much of a case there, really, the coach.
Oh, I thought it was stupid. A stupid play. Not a good decision.
And now Sherwood at half forward. Just slowed things up, though, the coach. So maybe one of those things he wanted to do. Through the middle. Plugger turns around, kicks a goal over his shoulder. That's a fantastic kick, the Plugger. And the mercurial Mark Cowan kicks his first. And the 7th goal for Thomson, 7-8-50. They lead Anakie 3-3-21. Buckley's Gaming Centre, second quarter scoreboard.
I just want to make something perfectly clear while we are motoring along here. For those people who have a look at this game on video later on, it was Jason Doherty that said Brian Coughlin from Belmont Lions knows nothing about football. If you have a look in the record, he did pick who?
Anakie by 99 points.
Well, it's about time he started to follow the lead of the president of the GDFL and start to go and support the soccer in the Geelong area, I think.
No idea, don't worry about that. In the middle still, Sherwood. Tate.
Who, Neville? Or...
no, Brian, don't worry. Get into trouble with him. God. Secondary bounce in the middle of Godfrey Street. Bathed in sunshine this afternoon. Great day for Sure goes a Tate. Gets it down. Tucker through the middle. And also Gardner got it somehow. Fanning kick around corner towards centre forward. And there's the siren for half time. Big second quarter, by Thomson at half time. They're 7-8-50. They lead Anakie 3-3-21. In that turn, they kick 7-7. Thomson. Anakie kicked 1 straight goal. And the goal kickers to half time for Thomson. 4 to Christian McFarlane. And all 4 in that second term. Singles to Sabuli Armstrong, Rick Humphrey and Mark Cowan. While for Anakie, single goal kickers Elias Harvey, Matty Nemtis and Dale Menzies, their 1 goal in that second term. So it's 7-8-50 to 3-3-21. And a bit of work to do for the Roos in the third quarter, especially to try and get back that 29-point difference. And while Peter works out some better players for Thomson, well, certainly Steve Ardo off his wing. Fantastic. McFarlane kicked 4 goals, or you can ask from a bloke at full forward. And the midfield is just getting some quick, slick handballs away. Marty Rowan's doing well, and their half-back line is pretty good once again. Pete, anybody else for you?
Oh, I thought Steve Sherwood is putting in that quarter. McFarlane played very well, as you said. I gave Ardo my best on for that quarter. I thought Rick Humphrey again for the Thomson side. If you go down the Anakie side, Dabrowski, I thought he's fairly solid and has been trying his hardest. Tate's been trying hard in the ruck, but he's probably just in front in the ruck contests. Bromley, although McFarlane has kicked 3 or 4 in that quarter.
4 goals, yep.
Yeah, I still think Bromley has been playing very, very good, solid football at fullback there. Young Johnson come onto the ground. I give him a mention. And Craig, son of Phil, I think to date he's probably been Anakie's best player to half-time. I think he's been very, very solid.
Well, at half-time it's Thomson 7-8-50 and they lead Anakie 3-3-21. We'll be back with the second half action after this.